Welcome, everybody. I know usually about this time you see the timer going off on the screen and we're getting ready for a pay-per-view. But before I start all that, I just want to address something. The other day when I was doing the smoking section with Josh Steele, there was a ticker that went across the bottom of my screen. That ticker read, Jay Briscoe dies at the age of 38. At first, I didn't have time to stomach it or even think about it because I was in the middle of doing a show. After the time that I've had to process this, I went from mad to angry to confused. But I know Jay, if he's anything like me and has a daughter, the only thing that Jay would want right now is for his daughter to be okay. Unfortunately, Jay has been cut down in the prime of his career. I sat around and I thought, how can I pay the respect to a guy like Jay Briscoe that's done what he's done for the wrestling community? The only way I can do it. I went and found one of the greatest promos that I've ever seen by Jay Briscoe. It's short, it is sweet, and it's to the message. It's rough, and it looks like something that we would have cut. But that's what Jay Briscoe was. Jay Briscoe was basically one of us. This show is dedicated to Jay Briscoe, and here's to hoping that his daughter recovers. We can't bring Jay back, but we can honor his memory. Thanks for everything, Jay. Thanks for the memories.
Reach for the sky, boy. I tried to tell y'all, man. I tried to tell y'all how it was going down. Y'all ain't want to listen to nobody, did you? Now y'all act all surprised. People saying, I'm shocked. I can't believe Jay Briscoe won the world championship. What the hell's so shocking, man? I ain't been pinned in over 2 years. I dropped the big man on his big ass pumpkin and got the 3 count. It's simple. It ain't rocket science. It ain't even algebra. It's basic mathematics, man. It's kindergarten. Kindergarten shit, man. 1 + 1 is 2. The grass is green, the sky is blue. Jay Briscoe is the world champion. Ain't nothing hard to figure out, man. What y'all so shocked for? I told y'all how it was going down. I told y'all I'm serving these boys ice cold plates. You want some, come get some. Y'all shocked for, man. I'm the world champ. I ain't been pinned in over 2 years. End of the story. Basic mathematics. Kindergarten shit, man. Surprise. Come on, man.
What you've just seen some people might be of the opinion that that was ridiculous. Some of you might be of the opinion that that was a little entertaining. And maybe this guy's got something. He came out here for about 5 minutes, didn't say a word. Either of those opinions are beneficial. They are beneficial to every competitor in Revolution. Why? Because that's what it takes to become revolutionary. Now I've watched the past 5 months, and I see everyone trying to pave their own path. Well, now in that path, there's a new obstacle. Or should I say a returning obstacle? Because I'm back. And speaking of that path, is only paved because I'm the one that cracked it to begin with. Yeah, that's right. I took advantage of every opportunity. I stepped on toes. I did whatever I had to do to make it to the top and be and stay revolutionary. Now I'm the one that is the reason for that path being smooth. And I intend to keep it that way. I refuse for someone to crack the path that I helped pave. I'm going to make sure and show everyone how to keep another Tonstadamus from cracking that path. So this is a warning to everyone in Revolution. You want to crack that path? You got to get through me. And that's not a threat. It's a promise from the dumbest.
When you get off, better watch your step. All people move fast. It's above protection.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I promised you that tonight was going to be entertaining and was going to be full of surprises. And did I deliver or did I deliver? Tonstadamus has come home. Score one more for the good guys. Quick commercial break, and we get back. We will get into that sweet evolution of Revolution tournament and the updated pictures of what these boys will be fighting for. Don't go nowhere. Stay revolutionary.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is RYK, the unparalleled voice in wrestling promo entertainment, proudly welcoming you to the Evolution of Revolution 2023 Tournament Bracket Choice. I turn it over now to the natural CEO, TDC, to tell us more about what we are in store for right now.
What we got here, Mr. RYK, we got 19 names that have stepped up to the plate to try to be the next Revolution champion. Everyone knows we're having a new belt that is currently being made. That is the whole point of this tournament. Everyone knows that it was supposed to have been a match between Big Sweet versus Harry. The winner of that would go on to face the winner of the tournament for the newly made world championship. Unfortunately, Mr. Sweet is in the hospital. I had to strip him of the title. Harry is right now your number one contender. So basically what we're going to have, we'll have a number one contender from the tournament. Harry's the number one contender. Slap them together and see who gets to hold that new shiny Revolution championship and can call themselves revolutionary.
So as you heard, folks, TDC put out a cattle call for anybody that wanted to be in the Evolution of Revolution tournament. He got 19 names of people to step up and come to play. And what we have is a randomized wheel with 19 names on it. All the people that stepped up to play that we will live seed into our tournament, the winner of which at the culmination will take on Harry for the right to be the new Revolution World Champion and be the first to hold that spectacular belt that is currently in production. So what I will do now is do some high-tech screen sharing as we begin to choose our seeds. So here we are in the infinity mode. I'm going to go to the Wheel of Names. Boom, here we are. 19 individuals all vying for a chance to be the champion. We are going to make our very first spin. And as this wheel slows down, it comes to 7. 7, a mainstay here in Revolution. Tommy, what can you say about 7?
He is currently chasing those tag team titles here. He's a champion in other places. He's a guy that you might want to watch out for.
So as we see here, we've got a 19-team, single seed tournament here. This has a traditional 16 seed tournament layout with 3 pre-qualifying matches. So how this is going to work is we are going to fill out the first pre-qualifying match here on the left, and then as the names commence, we will fill out the left side and the right side, and then the last 2 pre-qualifiers. So the first 2 and the last 4, or the first 2 and the last 2 are the most unlucky as they have to fight an extra match in this tournament. Anything you have to add to that, Tommy, while the wheel spins?
Please remember, it's a 4-minute time limit. Keep within the rules or you will be disqualified. If you show no class, you may be removed from the Revolution page, including the tournament. So let's keep it friendly, guys.
So as you see here, 7 is going to be matched up with the Purge in the first pre-qualifier. The Purge, a mainstay here in Revolution, doing quite well for himself as of late.
He is. He's the number one contender for the Fight Night Championship right now versus Josh Steele, February the 3rd.
All right.
Make sure you catch that.
So as we move along, we get to our first round proper matchup. That wheel comes, it slows down. It looks like it's going to be the returning Hollywood Haywood. What can you say about Haywood being involved in this tournament? Tell me.
Haywood's a former Revolution tag team champion here. He had a nice tag team run here. He's a pretty decent promo artist. He's definitely a threat being in the tournament.
All right, and Hollywood Haywood will take on the winner of 7 versus Purge in the first round proper. We are moving down to the 8th seed here because we're going top to bottom. Our next one is going to get this next matchup. Let's take a look at it. Looks like it's going to be, we get Josh Steele, the Revolution Fight Night champion. Steele going for all the marbles here. What can you say about Steele, Tommy?
He's definitely a center point here in Revolution. He's definitely carrying that Fight Night brand with pride.
All right. And an opponent for Josh Steele in the first round proper of the Evolution of Revolution Tournament 2023. Slowing down. It looks like it's going to be the returning Tonester Damas. Is that a match we've seen before, Tommy?
I believe it is.
Man. All right. A big one in the first
I'm
round.
a little dusty sometimes on history, because it's down on the influence, but I believe we've seen that rivalry before.
That's a high profile marquee matchup happening right from the gate. Let's go into our next seed as the wheel spins, and we have it's JD the Destroyer. Tommy, what can you say about this young man?
The rookie who made the big splash at Fight Night here not long ago. I deemed him as a future champion. If people remember correctly, I deemed Nostradamus as a future Revolution champion, and he ended up being an Outbreak champion and a world champion. So
JD definitely having a standout performance in his rookie matchup. Let's see if he can carry that into tournament action as he takes on. It is Gunshot. What can you tell us about Gunshot?
I can tell you that I've not seen a whole lot of his work. I have seen some of it over in VOH. Not a bad promo artist at all.
All right, Gunshot in the mix here, looking to be.
That's actually a really good matchup. Is it Gunshot versus JD?
Yes, Gunshot versus JD.
That's a really good matchup for both those guys, I think. There.
All right. As we move along here, the wheel continues to spin, and it looks like it's going to slow down and stop at the Villain.
Villain, another former champion. He's been an Outbreak champion, tag team champion here. He's definitely one of those guys when he wants to put in the effort, he is definitely dangerous.
And to round out the first side of our seeds, the Villain will be taking on the person that this lands on next. It looks like, oh, all right over the top. It's American Nightmare. What can you say about this individual taking on the Villain?
Dude is nothing but heart and always wants to compete. So we're going to give him a chance here in Revolution. He's never competed here before. He's always asking. So he wanted in this tournament. We're going to toss him in there.
American Nightmare, of course, being portrayed by one Caleb Bain. If you need to do some research on your competition. Coming up next, we're going to the other side of the bracket here. Leading off the next proper, it looks like Landfill.
The current, one half of the current Revolution Tag Team Champions right now.
That's right.
Landfill, one half of the current
Revolution Tag Team Champions. So we are going to skip this seed here as this is going to require a pre-qualifier. We're going to go right down to the 7 seed. So we don't know who will take on Landfill yet. We're going to fill the next one. And let's see where we go with our wheel. Got some big names still on this. Who knows what could happen? It looks like it stops. Shady Sean McKenzie making his Revolution debut, I believe. I don't believe he's ever had the opportunity to have a match with us.
No.
But this man is no stranger to what we do and how we do it. Yes.
That's right.
All right. Shady has an opponent for the first round proper. Let's see. It's coming up. It looks like the returning Mr. Wallace.
Don't forget the Mr.
Shady.
That's a former Fight Night champion in itself there, Mr. Wallace. He's had a Revolution title over his shoulder before.
Former Fight Night champion and a finalist in the last Evolution of Revolution tournament. He went all the way to the end, only lost the whole thing by, I think, 4 votes. Coming up, the wheel is getting narrower. Not a lot of names remain. Let's see. And it looks like it's going to stop at the Heathen, also making his Revolution return. Tell us about the Heathen, TDC.
He's never held gold here, but he has held gold in, I believe, HSP, VOH, and a few other places. So he knows how to win championships, whether he rubs you wrong or not. So we'll see what he can do.
To face off against Heathen, we're going to have another pre-qualifier. So we're going to move down here to the 6th seed to get our last proper pair. Let's go ahead and spin the wheel. Interesting array of names that are left on here. It looks like it's going to stop at SNES. SNES. If you've seen this guy, he has got he's got a gamer package going on here.
If you love Contra, you'll love his intro.
And he's going to need an opponent. This is going to be the last seed of the first round proper. Let's see where it stops. All right, this is Vin Vane. Talk to me about this guy, Tommy.
Know a lot about him. He's never competed here. He reached out, wanted to get in the middle of it, so we decided to toss him in there. Give a cheap plug. He does own the other eFed Wrestling. It's World eFed Wrestling. Am I correct?
eFed World News, I believe the group is called. Yes. Yeah, so for those of you that have not heard of this character, take a look for the name Grant Miller. That might stand out to you. So we've got 4 names left on the list. These are the last 2 pre-qualifying matchups. And I'm only going to draw 2 names here because by default, the last 2 will be what's left. So it looks like Rico Wild Lee will be in the pre-qualifier in a match where the winner takes on Landfill.
Him and Landfill got a lot of history, so that would be interesting if they end up facing each other.
Indeed. So we've got one more spin of the wheel here. Whoever lands this will be the opponent for Ricca, and then the last 2 will face off in the final pre-qualifier, and the winner of that match will take on Heathen in the proper. And it looks like we've got A-List Alverson as the last pre-qualifier taking on Ricca Wildly in the first pre-qualifying round. What can you say about this one?
Well, Mr. A-List Alfred, he's a cocky son of a bitch, but he has every reason to be cocky. The guy's world champion here. He's been world champion at HSP, tag champion over there. He's got gold and trophies and, you know.
He'll let you know about it, too.
He's no big deal, really, but we let him think he is here.
We let him think he is. So as you see, our last pre-qualifier, TK3 and Brody Blaze,
I think them two
that
know each other.
rounds out our bracket.
I feel like those two know each other. They probably crossed paths once or twice.
I'm sure they must have. I think they live across the street from one another. So here we have our 19 seeds in play here. We will make this available for your perusal. And let me just stop sharing. Is that all there is to do, Tommy? I think we've got it together. We know who's going where, what's going to happen. Of course, the timing of this is contingent upon you.
Pretty much.
And anyway, that is your Evolution of Revolution 2023, #1 for the World Title Contender Tournament. We thank you guys for joining us, and we will see you next time.
Well, there you have it. Very, very stacked ass tournament. Very, very stacked brackets. As you see, it's all done there by random. Let me go ahead and just point out a few things. Remember, it's a 4-minute time limit. I'm not responsible if guys don't show up. If something happened and someone don't show up, that person's just going to move to the next round. I'm not trying to readjust a bracket for that shit. So let's hope everyone shows up and everyone does their part. Make sure that everyone tags. I think everyone's been tagged pretty much over here. That's not one of our regulars just about, so they see this. I've messaged everyone today like 3 or 4 times telling them that the show was and the brackets were coming on and the rules and the regulations. Our rules here is a 4-minute time limit. Of course, no racist profanity or anything like that or any kind of gay bashing or any of that kind of thing. Other than that, it's anything goes for this bracket. I know what everybody else is waiting for. You're all waiting to see that shiny new belt that we had made, and I got pictures of it right here. I've just got the plates. It's not been put on strap yet, but it is painted, and it does look phenomenal. Let me just say I'm going to be proud. I'm proud of you guys that stepped up and want to be part of this tournament, and I welcome everybody that come in here and want to try to do something a little different with us from what they're normally used to doing. Good luck to everyone. We're going to show you the belt. I'll take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to give you our first match of the evening, which will be JD the Destroyer versus the Purge.
Revolution, revolution, it's me, it's the two-time Empire champion and 1/3 of the greatest faction who ever embraced the screens. The one, the only, the Purge. And also, do not forget I'm the #1 contender for the Fight Night Championship on February 3rd. But tonight, it's Paradise Lost. A great pay-per-view with titles on the line and obviously the Purge in action. That's who everybody is coming for, right? And tonight's opponent is a little bit of a roadblock here. It is JD the Destroyer. Well, look, pal, buddy, my friend, this is how your hype promos is going on. You said you're gonna praise each and every single body. You are the voice of the revolution. But somebody who is, according to them, the voice of the revolution doesn't mean you are already the voice to hear. Because nobody wants to hear your voice either. They put you in a match against me that I could glimpse and shine like a star, just too simple like that I can move on and face Steel for the Fight Night Championship. But if you are the voice of revolution, that means you need to be ruthless, sadistic, lunatic, or whoever do you want to call. But I don't see a destroyer in your face. I don't see you can destroy a shit here. I can see that you can successfully being a tough SOB here. Because if you do the slimy way that you're doing each and every single time in your hype promos, that doesn't bring you really far over. That doesn't hell even bring you to a championship. Look, I came to Revolution with one simple goal, to not only represent this, to not only represent the Elite Empire, no pun intended, I am here to being a successful promo artist. I done it already several times. I made a shocking debut with Elite Empire, being the leader of the Elite Empire, defeat my own stablemate to become the #1 contender. So what have you exactly done? You had one match and one L. And right now in your second match, you can have the second L that I already single-handled you. Because I can connect dots. I can tell a story. I could verbally hurt you. But do you can? According to your hype promos, I certainly don't see that. According to your hype promos, I see a little praise by the gods. Well, guess what? I am the revolutionary. I am the visionary. I am Mr. OMG himself. And I am obviously the face of Shonan in another promo verse here in the Forbidden Door. But all you can do is count down with me, gentlemen. Embrace the vision. Oh, hail the elite empire.
Ladies and gentlemen of the revolution, my name is J.D. the Destroyer, and man, does it feel good to finally say welcome to Paradise Lost. Now, Purge, you call yourself the German general. You are 1/3 of the elite empire and a 2-time empire champion. Congratulations. But don't none of that mean shit right now. All that matters right now is if you can beat the Destroyer. And you know what? Let me ask you something, man. Are you blind? Can you seriously not see that both of them, especially Sarge, are crazy enough to turn on you at any moment? You said that you were the strongest link in the elite empire. Well, guess what, man? Links break. And I was thinking about something earlier. You know, isn't Revolution just the most beautiful place that you have ever seen? Take this screen, for example. You put it in front of anybody else, and it is just that. You put it in front of somebody like J.D. the Destroyer, and it becomes power. It becomes money. And you like to tell stories, and I hope that you tell your best stories tonight, because that's the only way that you're going to walk away from this with a victory. Now, I want to tell you a little story real quick, man. You see, once there was an old man walking home from work in the snow, and he looked down and he seen a snake frozen in the ice, and he picked that snake up, he brought it home, and he nursed it back to health. And when that snake was well enough to fit that old, as the old man lay there dying, he looked at this snake and he said, "Why? I loved you. I took care of you." And the snake said, "You stupid old man, I'm a snake, and the greatest trick that the devil ever pulled was making you people believe that he didn't exist when you're looking at him. I am the voice of the revolution. I am J.D. the Destroyer, and when I sit here and I think about legends, I think of people like Big Sweet, Little Wildly, Frank Murder, TC, Chris Champion. If you just don't fit the bill, kid, enjoy the Empire title and those pics of our New World title that TBC's been posting, because that's the closest you're ever gonna get to gold here in the Revolution. And you wanna know what I wanna know? What the fuck do you have to say about me here tonight? I'm gonna talk about how I was underdeveloped, or how I smoke on the screen, and how I lost at fight night, and my slimy ways aren't gonna work against you here tonight, and blah, blah, fucking blah. Well, guess what, man? I'm not NET, and you can't best me, you can't outsmart me, and you can't beat me, and you won't. Not here tonight. Not tonight. Because I don't book the matches, I just whip the asses, and I am the voice of the revolution. J.D. the Destroyer, and Purge, your paradise is lost.
And your winner is the Purge. Congratulations, Purge. You are on fire right now in the Revolution. JD the Destroyer, tough loss. The best thing you can do is bounce back. If you need any feedback, get with me. I have some for you. Congratulations, Purge. Purge is on fire, not just here. He's on fire in other places I've seen him in also. The guy has definitely improved on his talking. He has most definitely improved on his flow, and that broken English gets a little bit better. That's why he has earned a shot at this. Our next matchup was originally supposed to be a 5-way. Everyone knows that Little Sweet got sick and had, unfortunately, pull from the match. We broke it down to a 4-way. Unfortunately, you have people that were just always going to waste owners' time in this business, and Eddie Morgan has been disqualified and removed from the page. So I bring to you a 3-way. And even though it's only a 3-way, and it was originally supposed to be a 5-way, the Revolution, even at a 3-way, is better than most people's 5-ways.
It's like I'm Hector in my 80s, still I'm pushing up days. Don't wanna fuck with me, don't wanna test your luck with me, cause if you try to fuck with me,
Revolution, what a hell of a match that was. And that right there definitely got the asses moving in the seats. And if you get, hey, Mr. Steele, get a camera on him. Can I get an interview real quick?
Yeah, I can answer a few questions real quick. What you got?
First off, Mr. Steele, I want to know, what do you think about the poll that was put on the Revolution page that you won by a landslide?
I think it was very eye-opening. I kind of seen it going that way, and I'll be addressing that very shortly as soon as I get into the ring, as a matter of fact.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mr. Steele, a couple of the guys that I talked to believe that there's going to be a huge upset tonight. Now, what do you say to those naysayers? And after you win this, could we possibly hurry up and get a little sneak peek of where you're going to be heading and what direction?
Oh, to all the naysayers, to all the mouth breathers and bottom feeders, I've proven now for over 250 plus days that I am what I say I am. And I promise you there will not be an upset here tonight. I'm going to walk out of here and I'm going to do what I got to do in that ring. And then when I leave here tonight, I'll be headed to climb the ladder of greatness to grab what should rightfully be mine. I will walk into this tournament holding a golden opportunity to face the world heavyweight champion one way or another.
Well, there you have it, folks. Mr. Steele is no playing tonight. We'll take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back.
Oh, greetings and salutations, fellas, and welcome to the absolute worst 7 minutes of your entire lives. You see, here today it is feast or famish, and I have been salivating for this opportunity for far too long now to let it slip through my fingers here today. So make no mistake, I'm going to do whatever the hell it takes to ensure that you three starve. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and devour each and every one of you right here and now to claim what should already rightfully be mine. Because you see, for 250 plus days, for 250 plus fucking days now, I have proved that the Revolution, that this is my fucking jungle, and I am the top of the food chain. So, you three festering sacks of blood and guts must be out your testicle-sized minds if you really think you have the testicular fortitude, the ruthless attitude, or possess the mental ability or the verbal agility to come out here and outlast and outshine me here tonight. Hell, to be honest, if you were half as smart as you fucking thought you were, you probably wouldn't even show up here today. which ironically enough is exactly what you were doing the last time we saw you, villain. Not showing up. And I'm not just talking about that little incident that happened at fight night. No. Because you see when you do show up, your heart's never in it. You come out here and you make promises to these people. Then you break them. You make it a point to come out here and tell these people that you're going to do better. Then you don't. Quite frankly, all you've done so far is take from the revolution and offer nothing in exchange but broken reasoning and petty excuses for all your lives. It's sad and pathetic. It really is. Because just like NDT, I had high hopes for you. But hey, at least NDT can take losing like a man. But I mean, hey, NDT, when you've lost as many as you have, I guess it's kind of meaningless to come out here crying like a little girl, bitching and moaning just isn't an option, am I right? It's kind of pointless. And speaking of pointless, that brings me to this little three-man band of yours, NDT, that fractured faction of failures that you like to call the Elite Empire. Because you came out here and you said the Elite Empire was going to prove that you were ready to run and rule the revolution. But thus far, all you three fucktards have proven that the only one of you that even remotely has a fucking clue about what's going on is the Purge. You proved that yourself at fight night when he whipped your ass and you didn't know what the hell was going on. But don't worry, I'll be dealing with the Purge soon enough. But while we're talking about having no fucking clue, can somebody please come out here and tell me who the fuck this Eddie Munster Melvin is? I mean, good Lord, I've heard how vile and venomous and villainous he's supposed to be. But I've yet to see you show your face, Eddie. I mean, I get it, right? Snakes gotta keep on moving. They gotta keep their head up. But you gotta show your face. I mean, motherfucker, if you're back there waiting on one of us to say your name 5 times in a row like you're the fucking Candyman or something, you're out your goddamn mind. You can keep dreaming because it ain't gonna happen. But I can tell you, I can tell all 3 of you chicken fucking cocksuckers exactly what's gonna happen here today. You see, I'm gonna use my verbal jitsu to slice and dice right through all 3 of you mid-card micro-dick Melvins, leaving you with more cuts than a villain promo. Truth be told, the only real dilemma here is whether to dismember you nice and slow or to do it quick and easy, rip you apart like a baby in a blender. And don't give me those looks. Don't go getting squeamish now. It's just starting to get interesting. After all, we're way past the point of no surrender. This is paradise lost. And I don't know about y'all, but quite frankly, I'm tired of pretending that these 3 overgrown cum-stains mediocrity is actually entertaining. I find it outrageous and egregious that these 3 fucktards think that they deserve to stand in a ring with me, let alone deserve a golden opportunity to fulfill their dreams. You motherfuckers aren't on my level. Hell, you motherfuckers ain't worthy of my divine presence. Since day 1, I've been running circles around all you failures. Call it the pie method. It's been pretty damn effective. I mean, come on, fellas. Do you really think that any of these people, any of these revolutionaries want to see a William Shatner wannabe Disney princess? Do you really think they want to see a shriveled up, no damn talent gypsy? Do you really think they want to see a busted ass backyard wrestling nobody in the title picture? Do you? Hell motherfucking no, they don't. You see, the truth is, in all reality, in all actuality, fellas, all these people, all the revolutionaries, and all the mouth breathers and bottom feeders that are gathered here today, they came for one reason. They came to see me. They came to see me dominate and decimate. Most importantly, they came to see me defecate on all three of you panty waist pretenders. And if you don't believe me, if you don't believe me, fellas, well, the proof is in the poll. Because it would seem that the people have spoken. And that, fellas, that speaks volumes. That says more than I ever could.
Revolution. It is me. It is ND freaking T. And I'm here because of a four-way between myself, Just Still, the villain, and someone I like to call John fucking Cena, because just like him, you don't see him. That person, it's Eddie Morgan. Now, tonight is the night of the London Gentleman Gangster. It's time, and it is in this place that I know that I am the ultimate damn underdog here. I know that Just Still is a champion. I know Villain is a former champion. And I know Eddie Morgan is just a lazy piece of shit that hasn't even hyped. So what does that say to me? That tells me he's scared. That tells me he saw what me and Still was putting out and decided to tuck his tail and fuck off. Because he knew he didn't have a chance. Then, well, Villain, the hooded boy that seems to be the lazy one, last minute hype. And all we got was what the fuck is that, Villain? Are you that lazy? Are you that cocksure of yourself that you that not even a 3-minute hype and said a dozen words? Are you that confident that you're gonna get the biggest votes? Are you that confident that you are gonna win? With that lazy ass attitude, you're not gonna. Because you're just a shell. You're just a shade of your former self. And now comes to the main event. Just Still, the one who everyone thinks is the favorite for this match. The one that is gonna run roughshod over every single opponent. There's a story that people keep forgetting. Story of a giant and just a normal man with a catapult, with a little handheld catapult. The story's David and Goliath. And even though it seemed impossible that he was going to win, David got the upper hand and got a perfect shot in. And just fucking still, you think you got all the bases covered, but let's be honest, shall we? Your promos are starting to get like the KFCs. That is, smells like chicken. Keep on licking. But your promos are starting to smell like trout, so get the fuck out of my way. I am coming for you. Just still. I am coming for you, and I am gonna rip a title off you with your dead cold hands. You're gonna know exactly what I am going to do. It's just still. Villain Eddie Morgan. It is a new era, and it is a new era owned by ND-fucking-T. And I'm gonna take this match. I'm gonna make you all fucking bow in front of me, and I'm gonna make you all hell. The place is under new management of NDT, and I know exactly what I need to do. So for Mr. John Cena, Mr. Hooded Boy, Villain, and Just Still, you can all get your chips done, get your lips nice and puckered up, and then kiss my fucking dairy air, because I'm gonna win.
Just without ending, sitting, watching while consuming, pretending it's just fine, disillusioned by the noise, thinking you still have a choice, always praying, never straying from the line, staring at empty mirrors, looking for a sign.
Revolution, isn't it funny how things change at a flip of a coin? But isn't it also insane to think that just only a few months ago, the villain was cast off away from the revolution because of a mistake he made? But look where I am now. I have an opportunity to go after any championship I want. But first, I had to dispose of 4 other competitors. Now, you're going to start to see that things have changed throughout the time this match was announced. One of which wasn't his fault. Because if he was still here right now, he would do whatever it takes to win this match. But then the next competitor to drop out just showed how much of a pussy he really is. Instead of wasting my time on that no good, sorry, new guy, I'm going to worry about the 2 other guys that I have to worry about tonight. And I'm going to start this off with NDT, the man that we have gone face to face multiple times. But NDT, the game has always been the same. The results have always been the same. And this will not be be any different. You purposely call yourself a psychological assassin because every single time you put yourself onto a promo screen, you deliberately go as slow as possible in your promo. You sit there and try to make it sound like you have any intensity in your little voice of yours by wanting to bore everyone to death by telling them what you're going to do to them. But what we all see is just how much of a liar you really are. Because I can see right through your eyes how scared you are having to go up against Josh Steele and myself, two guys who have legacies here in the Revolution, two guys who have actually held championship gold here in the Revolution. But yet, NDT, Prince Blackheart, whatever we're going to call you, what did you do? You have not done anything here relevant enough to be called a champion. Now, I want you to answer me this and be honest with yourself. Are any of your promos different? Whether you raise the intensity of your voice or where you go as soft as possible, it doesn't matter because your promos are always the same. Now, let me run down the timeline for you. You sit here in your hypes, you just ramble on about nothing incoherently. Then you want to sit there and bring the slowest possible promo to the table. Slow enough where even the judges have cots in the back room so they can fall asleep until the next person shows up on screen. Now, NDT, I want you to realize this. Do you want that to be your legacy? Because your legacy is nothing. Your legacy is being scared of guys like Josh Steele and myself. Because at the end of the day, we at least hold championship gold. Or, in my case, I will hold championship gold once again. And you will continuously do nothing. Now, little Josh Steele, I didn't forget about you because you know I have so much I have to say to you. Because you were probably thinking to yourself right now, why is the villain taking so much time on little NDT like he means nothing? Well, at the end of the day, Josh Steele, I'm more scared of NDT than I'm scared of you. Josh Steele always has to be the loudest guy in the room. Josh Steele always needs to be the guy to sit there and try to intimidate his opponents before they even get to the match, knowing damn well that won't ever happen because we all know and we all see through your little beady little eyes that you mean nothing. Look at how the reason why you're in this match. Didn't management realize you are a champion here in the Revolution? They must have not because they put you into this match. This must mean why that title of yours is so irrelevant. Since you won championship gold, who did you actually beat? Because I'm waiting on an actual relevant name that you have beaten. Because I know deep down inside you couldn't beat the guys like Harry, Big Sweet, Little Sweet, and myself. Because we all know when you get to those big time moments, you always come up short on the totem pole. You don't realize how your promos are just like NDT's, a copy and paste effort. How every single time you show up on screen, it's, I want to be the old version of Eminem, thinking I still have what it takes to play with the young guys. And then at the end of the day, you want to sit there and go, oh, I am this, oh, I am that, war this, war that. But at the end of the day, you realize war is nothing. War is always ahead of you. War has left you behind because you are old and washed up. You're honestly the guy that can't even get his own championship over. Because who honestly wins this match and says, oh, I am going after Josh Steele because I think Josh Steele will give me a challenge. No, if they went after you, they would sit there and say, hey, I'm going after Josh Steele because he's the easiest target possible. But at the end of the day, you are not even my target. My target is that Outbreak Championship. My target is bringing that title back to where it belongs. And that is on my shoulder because it was taken ungratefully by another person. Josh Steele, I want you to know this. You may be a great promo artist who could sit there and rap words out of thin air. But at the end of the day, you know you are nothing compared to the villain. So I don't care what you guys do during your promos. I don't care how you're going to sit here and probably attack me for wearing a hood, being a villain, or even more, sitting there giving nothing during a hype. Because my words during this promo mean more than I'm going to say during a hype. You're even lucky I decided to show up on that screen. So whoever holds the Outbreak Championship, I'm coming for you.
After a bloody match from all three competitors, your winner is Josh motherfucking Steele.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Ladies and gentlemen of the Revolution, I am the big man, Big Sweet. I have been off your screens and silent about this for far too long. Now, I may not know exactly who it was that took me out, so I would no longer be your world champion, but to whoever you are, you succeeded. What you didn't succeed in was getting the job done. And I'm here to tell you right here and now, when I get out of here, and I'm fixing to get out of here, when I come back to the Revolution, I'm not just coming back to reclaim what I never lost. I'm coming back seeking revenge. Just know you are operating on borrowed time, and your time is almost up. I'll see you soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Revolution proudly brings to you its boy, and the only Sweet brother that matters, and your soon-to-be Outbreak champion, Jeff Sweet. And I would like to welcome you all to Paradise Lost. Now, Revolution, in only my second match, I am set to become your Outbreak champion. Now, I realize I have to beat Stumpy and Sarge, but come on, it's Stumpy and Sarge. That's like making a pit bull fight two little yapping chihuahuas. Man, I'm not trying to sound cocky or too overconfident, but that fight's over before it even starts. Now, Stumpy, you are a former tag team champion, but truth be told, you've done nothing with that title, and ever since then, done nothing to make us think you deserve them in the first place, let alone the shot you have here today. Oh, Sarge, where do I even begin with you? Oh yeah, I know. How about the fact that you hold a title that was handed to you? You've earned nothing. So I'm not just here today to take that title from you, but to pop that melon head of yours that obviously swelled to epic size after opening that early Christmas present. Sarge, if you wanted to buy a title so bad, you should have took your sorry ass over to WWE shop. They got some fantastic deals on some Dino titles that would have been much more appropriate for your sorry ass.
Revolution, when I become, not if I become, your Outbreak champion, I will do everything in my power to get rid of the stink and tarnish left by Sarge. Now, Stumpy, I'm pretty sure you consider yourself the front runner of this match, but all I can do is ask why. What makes you think you're so goddamn deserving to hold such a prize at the Outbreak Championship? Resurrecting Fred will not make the people forget you putting them in the hole, killing the only thing that kept the people fucking watching you in the first place. Bringing him back now only goes to show that you were nothing without him. Well, why don't you do us a favor? Stick Fred back in your prison pocket, get back in your con car, and take your ass back to Hollywood Hills. You could probably be something there. So I don't know why management wants me to shit all over both your promo careers, but so be it. The best thing either one of you can do now is take big bites of the shit that you're being served, chew, and swallow. Because going forward, I will be the new standard of the Outbreak division. Now I will bring prestige back to this title. Now I will do it with my chest out, my head high, and I will do it with honor. Honor you left behind, Sarge, the minute you thought your fucking wallet was a better way to become a champion than the skill. But then again, the skill you have was never going to get you all that far to begin with. Now was it? Everybody wants to shine, but nobody wants to grind. You see, I may not be perfect, but I will always be real with you, Revolution. These two are wolves, out here dressed like sheep, telling lies. Like Sarge here, he's trying to do hits himself and the people that he's a legit champion. Unlike Stump, on the other hand, he just wants to be legit. Well, you can both want one hand and shit in the other and see which one fails up first. Because you both have failed. Failed at beating champions, failed at being contenders, and now I'm looking at the two biggest piles of trash to hit this place since Revolution opened up its doors. But I will not fail. And after tonight, not only will I be the only Street Brother that matters, I will now be the only Outbreak champion that matters. Jeff Sweet.
Hello, Revolution. Stumpy the Clown here. It's time for Paradise Lost, the event of the year. And it's only just beginning. So let's go straight into this. We have a triple threat match for the Outbreak title between Sergeant Stutter and my name is Jeff. So, let me get right to the point. Sarge, let's just state the facts. And let's just state the obvious elephant in the room. You are merely a paper champion. Why, you ask this? Because the only place that we even know that you're the Outbreak champion is in TDC's little notebook where he books the events. Because other than that, you've been loud and you've been vocal since you've been champion. But you never have anything on your shoulder. You want to represent the Revolution as the Outbreak champion, but you don't even show up on camera with it? You're about as useless as tits on a boar hog, son. And on to you, Yeffy. Yeffy Sweet. You want to come out here and talk about you're the only sweet that matters? Well, looking at your track record compared to theirs, it looks like you're the only sweet that loses. You would think, being in the same house with two promo legends, a little bit of talent, they might accidentally drop some on the floor while they're eating Mama Sweet's brownies. You would think you'd pick that up, but I guess not. Something's not right here. Maybe your hamster's dead, or maybe he's just too high on Mama Sweet's brownies to pick up any of that information. And Sarge, you come out here and you are literally Sergeant Slaughter's cum stain. Because all you do is call people maggots. And you act like you're a living legend. A Hall of Famer, if you will. But you're not even close. You're not even in the fucking hallway. You're stuck in a closet somewhere. And Sweet, Florida's own, well, chomp chomp, motherfucker. There ain't no swamps and alligators out here. This is a battle royal between 3 grown-ass men where only one comes out as champion. Only one will survive. And that's gonna be me, and we all know it. Because Sarge and Sweet, let's just face it, you don't understand the mere principles of this game. You can't sit back and be quiet. You can't sit back and wait for opportunities. Yes, Sarge, not all of us have a championship handed to us on a silver platter by a promo legend. Some of us have to get off our ass and do the work. And Jeff, you're my boy. But you see, tonight, all's fair in love and war. And sometimes brothers fight, but that's okay. I know you've always been my biggest fan. So when I win, you'll get the first autograph as the champion. Because you see Sarge? You see Sweet? You want to know why neither one of you two is going to win this match tonight? Well, I'll tell you. Simply because you can't, motherfucker.
Well, after all that verbal assassination, back and forth, there has to be a winner, and your winner and news. Ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce to you the clown. You've seen it live, and it's happened before, and my videos got mixed up over here. I'm trying to do 50 things at one time. Stumpy is the new champion, but I owe it to Sarge to play his damn video because somehow I got mixed up over here with all these damn videos. I got like 80 clips over here, guys. That's what happens from time to time when we do shit live. Luckily, I seen Ed say over here, did he miss Sarge? Sorry, Sarge. I wasn't trying to shit on your promo in any kind of way. Stumpy, congratulations on being the new champ. Let me play Sarge's promo and us move this on along. That's my apologies. That happens sometimes when we're all tied up. Rarely happens, but it does happen from time to time. I think I even burnt Ed one time and played him as a winner before it was time to play him. So here is Sarge's promo, and once again, I apologize. Congratulations, Stump, on the new championship win.
Revolution, welcome to my arena. Welcome to chaos. Here we are at Paradise Lost in a 3-way battle for this Revolution Outbreak Championship. She's a beaut, isn't she? Absolutely beautiful. Allow me to set this down for a second. Jeff Sweet. I'm going to start with you, buddy boy. You ride in here to this company on the coattails of the Hooded Warriors, thinking that they are going to lead you to victory. But where have they been? Where have they been? Have they been in your corner supporting you? I don't think so. They bailed on you while they had the chance because they saw the dumpster fire that was coming out of your career. When that happened, then you rely solely on the power of your brothers. You thought that they were going to help you sail through to a clear and decisive victory. Well, you were dead wrong on that one, because where are they now? They're not helping you. They're trying to get better. And I hope they do. That tells me a lot. That tells me that you don't have the power to do this on your own. You have to have somebody holding your hand, guiding you through this, showing you what you need to do, telling you the little secrets, feeding you the bullshit so that you think you can beat me. Wrong. Dead wrong, my friend. Stumpy the Clown. Here you are, yet again in another title match. Of 3 title matches that you have now been in, and you will now have been losing 2 of them. You only have won 1. You know which one that one was. The tag team title tournament. When I was still new and green here. You beat everybody with Circus Hollywood. Turned around, and in your first title defense, got your asses handed to you and lost everything to go spiraling down to the bottom. Well, here comes Fred, your saving grace. And then he outshined you in front of everyone. Everyone wanted to see Fred, not Stumpy the Clown. No one gave a damn about Stumpy the Clown unless Fred was there. So what does that tell me? That tells me and the rest of the revolution that you are nothing without Fred. You couldn't beat me without Fred. You have no chance. You are done. This dumpster fire that you call a career is over. I can't even think of the words, man. You are not even in this realm of anywhere near being able to beat me with all this fancy editing you can do and all the creative little crap. You're still gonna lose. You are gonna get beat by a psychotic fucking crazy ass. You are done. Welcome to chaos. Maggots.
It's a very good showing from them 3 guys. Sorry about the mix up there, and I played the wrong damn video. Hey, I've done probably a million of these damn shows. It's only happened twice. Sue me. All right, let's go ahead and move it along. Let's see here. I think where are we at on the card now? Let's see. We're up to the main event. Let's talk a little bit also about. Let's take a step back or two. If you've been paying attention to the page, if you notice, there's been like major overhauls that's been going on. So let me go ahead and explain a couple of things. If you've not already noticed, we have got rid of traditional pay-per-views, and we're kind of going to the AEW system where we have a theme pay-per-view every 4 to 5 months. We'll still have like the tournaments and like our mutiny and then all of our little special stuff, but it will only be done on our bi-weekly shows, which is Fight Night and Zero Dark Tuesdays. Now, here comes the confusion because everyone is so worried about where they're going to be. Well, if I'm the Outbreak champion, I'm locked down to Fight Night. No, that's not what that means. Let's go ahead and clear this up real quick. It's originally how it was. If you're a tag champ, you can have the tag belts in a single belt. You can be on both shows. All that's saying is that belt, you're locked down to that show by defending, which means you'll never see the world championship defended on Fight Night probably, unless it's some kind of special event, and you'll never see the belts that are on Fight Night defended on Zero Dark Tuesdays. unless it's some kind of special event. That's all that means. You still got the fluctuations with the belt. If you're the Fight Night champion, you can hold the Fight Night championship, another single championship, and a tag team championship. So you actually can hold 3 belts at one time, because the Fight Night, we don't count it in the rotation of the other belts because it's its own special thing. So as you know, the World Championship is red and black colored for a reason. It is going on the Zero Dark Tuesday shows, along with the tag team championships. On the Fight Night show, you will have the Outbreak Championship, which is now our intermediate type of belt for guys that are somewhere in the middle or just starting to get started. That is the only thing that will be booked so far for that show. If you're not winning like world championships, you're not constantly in the mix or constantly in the mix for a tag team belt or something, you can go after the Outbreak stuff. All right. So, and if you're, a Fight Night champion, you have to get in on that. You have to start getting some wins to get it up. So I book you in order to face Josh Steele or the Purge, whoever ends up winning it after February the 3rd. Very, very simple set of rules that we're following there. It's basically like Raw and SmackDown. One week you'll have a Fight Night. The next week you'll have a Zero Dark Tuesday. Every once in a while, we'll take a small little week or two off so we can give everybody a reset. But most Tuesdays and most Fridays, you'll have some kind of show going on. All right, guys, let's go ahead and let's take like a quick breather, and then I'm going to bring you that main event of the Tag Team Championships are on the line next in our main event.
In your face, motherfucker, I knock your teeth out. Every time I come through, nigga, I got my heat out. If you want smoke, ain't nothing we gotta speak about. See you with that red flag, go on with that beep out. Punch you in your face, motherfucker, I knock your teeth out. Every time I come through, nigga, I got my heat out. If you want smoke, ain't nothing we gotta speak about. See you with that red flag, go on with that beep out. Throw your hood up, nigga, bang. How you try to rep the hood? You ain't even dang.
Revolution! Do not adjust your screens! This is not an era! This is the Warden, the one and only hardcore God that stands before you! You see, I might be gone, but I'm not ever forgotten. See, the Warden is here for one reason only. And that's to wish Big Sweet and Little Sweet nothing but the best of recovery. I wish you both a speedy and fast recovery. See, the Warden has been down deep and dirty in the pits of Rikers Island, New York. See, you don't have to look far to find the Warden. You don't have to go far to find the Hardcore God. Because the Hardcore God is the man that stands before you and speaks the truth. I am the silverback gorilla. I am the great white shark. I am the Adonis Rex of the 8-Fed world. And I've come to you today to wish you both a speedy recovery. See, the Warden has had your backs. Little Sweet, Big Sweet, James Sweet. And the Warden will continue to support the Sweet Brothers in our road to healthy recovery. You see, Revolution, you don't have to look far. You don't have to go anywhere. Because the Warden has always been revolutionary. The Warden has always bear the flag of revolution. Because it flows through my veins like a river. And the madness that can't be contained is the Warden. So you just never know when, you just never know where, you just never know how. When the Warden will come next. So little sweet, big sweet, like I said, I wish you both a speedy recovery. You kick whatever's ass you need to kick. You come back bigger, better than ever, and kick some ass for the revolution. Because we are all behind you 1,000%. We got your back, brothers. Come back and kick some ass and take the names and win back what's rightfully yours.
Revolution today is the day you've been waiting for. It's Paradise Lost. In the Sideshow Freaks 7 and Rick make their on-screen debut in Revolution for your Revolution Tag Team Championships. And we face your tag champions, the Proving Ground.
Revolution. Tonight is the night that each and every fan that tunes in to watch this product has waited for. The Sideshow Freaks versus the Proving Ground. Me and my brother Seven have proved time and time again why we deserve to be the Revolution Tag Team Champions.
That's right, we have Bossolini and Landfill stepping up to the Carnival Lights, stepping inside the Carnival of Souls. They're our first victims here inside Revolution. And I'm going to start with you, OG Bossolini. I guess you didn't have enough, huh? You see, NVOH, you and your partner, Rick Johnson, face the Sideshow Freaks for these very titles right here. And the Sideshow Freaks took them from right out under your nose. We whooped your ass, sent you packing.
But Tonight, with the Proving Ground, Bossellini, and Landfill trying to show up the sideshow freaks, showing them what a true tag team really can be. Just know that we wrote the book you're reading. We came up with every move and every play that you're gonna try to pull tonight. We are the innovators of the tag team division in promo world. There was a few that had done it before us, but no one before or since has done it better. Bossellini and Landfill, you're just 2 more marks on our overall board.
That's right. You see, you and Seven are very familiar. We've had rivalries across promo land in BOH. The Seven has damn near whooped your ass every single time we have done battle, except for maybe a couple of exceptions. But I have always had your number. I have always taken titles off of your shoulder. And Rick Walby has faced you many times before, Landfill. He's beat the ever living shit out of you as well.
When it comes down to it, there's no more saying that you're the Proving Ground, that you are what holds this place on high. There's no more of that, Landfill. Bossellini has drugged you back further than you ever could possibly imagine. And it has led you right back to the place you don't want to be. The carnival. The carnival has awaited every single person that has ever opened its gates, and you two will be none the different.
See, the Proving Ground has been living on top of the mountain. Today, it's kind of a way that tonight's show is called Paradise Lost, because Proving Ground, you've been living in paradise with the tag team titles on your shoulder, enjoying the life of luxury. But the sideshow freaks are going to take away those titles, and you are going to lose your paradise. See what I did there?
Bossellini, we have already made a teetotal joke of your entire career, didn't we? But here you are, with the balls to step back up to the sideshow freaks. You're nothing. You'll never be nothing. And in this division, we are only gonna make it that much more clear that no matter who you team with, no matter who you decide you need to step up to the plate with, we're gonna make you look like a fool each and every time you try to take us down.
You're nothing but mere stepping stones for a better, that's right, a better tag team than you two will ever be. And I know, Bossellini, you hold titles in other places, but you will soon be losing each and every one of those titles courtesy of Seven.
Landfill, since the time you decided to team with Bossellini, you tied a weight to your ankle, dragging you to the bottom, the depths of the tag team division and promo world as a whole. Me and Seven have what kept this whole damn place afloat.
Oh, Rick Walby, they don't know what they're messing with, do they? They do not know the capabilities of the sideshow freaks. They don't take us seriously. All they see on their screen is a bunch of clowns. We are dangerous. We are deadly. This is no laughing matter. Tonight is not about jokes.
It doesn't matter if it's Revolution, it doesn't matter if it's BOH, it doesn't matter where it is in the promo world. We are what each and every team strive to be.
That's right, Rico. You told them exactly what you think. Because they don't know it. They don't understand. Nobody does. The sideshow freaks are the best damn clowns in all of promo land. And we have landed here. In the Revolution, we have landed here!
So no matter what you try to pull tonight, No matter what you try to say, Landfill, no matter how many titles you came across, no matter how many times me and you have stood across the ring from each other, I know that my brother Seven has held you and handed you your ass on more than one occasion, and I'm pretty sure that I have done just the same. So Landfill, tonight is the night that you show Balsalini what it truly means to fail. Because boys, we are the proving ground. And I've said it once and I'll say it again.
Landfill, Balsalini, always remember.
Beyond the big top, the carnival awaits.
What's going on, Revolution? Tonight is the night that everybody has been waiting for. Tonight is the night here at Paradise Lost that the Sideshow Freaks take on the Proving Ground, Landfill and Balsalini. You know, Balsalini, I know you've been hearing, everybody else has been hearing how Rick Wildly and Seven, they're going to gain all the ammunition they could, they're going to load all the ammunition they could, and that they're going to force feed us our every word that we've ever said and just shove it and cram it down our throats. Well, tonight, we'll reverse that. Tonight, we take everything that they've said ill about us, and we'll make it a hard pill for them to swallow. Because tonight, the only reason why we are the spotlight tonight, the only reason why we are the main event, is because Big Sweet had to take a little time for himself. So with that said, tonight, we're not just fighting for the Proving Ground. Tonight, we're not just fighting for the Revolution Tag Team Division. We fight for the Sweet Brothers. And with them, all them in our background, just putting all the light and all the force down upon us, I know that we cannot fail, because I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that the Sideshow Freaks is just fighting for themselves.
Whoa, Revolution. Hey, y'all know who it is. It's me. It's the OG Balsalini, one half of the Tag Team Champions, the Proving Ground. And as you heard my brother, my man Landfill. Hey, how you doing, brother? You heard what he said. He said that we going out here with the Sideshow Freaks. Now, here's the thing about the Sideshow Freaks. I noticed this from the very beginning. What have y'all done? What did y'all do to get here? Title match. Y'all walked in the door and got a title match handed to y'all. I thought here in Revolution, we earned our spots. But I might be wrong. It might be, hey, Sideshow Freaks, we want y'all so bad in Revolution. Look, y'all come to Revolution, we guarantee y'all a title opportunity. And y'all get the title opportunity. Y'all get to go against the Tag Team Champions. Y'all get to step up against the Proving Ground in the main event. But you know what that means for you? That means that there's going to be trouble on the horizon. Because that means that me and Landfill will stump a mud hole in y'all ass and walk it dry. Tell them about that, Landfill.
Now that right there, Revolution, that right there, Sideshow Freaks, is the epitome of what a partner should be. That is the personification of what a brother is. It is always good to share the screen with him, and tonight, together, the Proving Ground, we shall show the Sideshow Freaks that we're not a one and done, that we're not just a hype on the screens, that we are the hype, that we carry out the hype to action. Because just like that little hype that Rick Wildly did, y'all remember that one where he just loaded the ammunition, I mentioned that. But at the end of that, there was like 2 minutes of just blank screen of silence. That tonight is what will prove that the Sideshow Freaks is. That beyond the lights and the glimmer and the glamour, that's all it is just empty promises. Like Seven said during his hype, that they want to hope to win these Revolution Tag Team Championships from us, and that they'll put it on display. That's exact opposite of what we want. We don't want it on display. What the Proving Ground do, and what should be done, is putting it into action. It's making sure these tag team championships and that the tag team division is in action, not on display. Sideshow Freaks, y'all got it all wrong. That's why I know in all my heart of hearts that the truth and the facts of life is y'all were once a great tag team. Y'all called me and Balsalini dinosaurs, but what are y'all? Y'all are still living in the fantasy land, in this carnival universe of y'all used to be. Everybody was once impressed with all the fancy edits and the gimmicks and all the lights and the flicking of a wrist and the snaps. But today, it's about action and proving that you can stand up to all the rest. To being the ones that the rest look up to, that as soon as you come on screens, you know everybody else is going to follow and want to bring their best and prove their worthiness. That is what the Proving Ground is all about.
Now, Landfill, you know you're right. But here's the thing. I'm going to tell you exactly what happened. You know, when Ricky was loading them bullets up, that 2 minutes of silence is because when he loaded it up, he shot himself. He had put himself out of the misery because he realized when he stepped up to the Proving Grounds that things was not going to be as easy as it was anywhere else he's held a tag title. But see, that's the problem. When you hold the tag title, do you defend the tag title? Do you carry the tag team title with pride? And yes, you heard what my partner said, what Seven said he was going to do. He said that he was going to put it on display. See, the difference is we carry these titles with pride. We carry these titles everywhere we go. And it don't matter where you at, where you see me at. When you see OG Bosalini, you see the Revolution Tag Team titles. See, this match should have been billed. The Revolution Tag Team Champions, the Proving Grounds, versus the VOH Tag Team Champions, the Sideshow Freaks, for the Revolution Tag Team titles. But that's not the way it's built. It's built the Revolution Tag Team Champions, the Proving Grounds versus the Sideshow Freaks for the Revolution Tag Team titles. You want to know why? Because just like Seven said, the titles are on display. So he has them on display. So no one knows that you're the VOH Tag Team titles, except for people like me and Landfill, who go around and check out the competition, see what you really done. And as we see, y'all are about taking the titles, putting them off to the side where nobody can see them. While we're about taking the titles, putting them out where everybody can see them. And as you see, I'm a champion. You see my HSP tag title right there? But see, it's not about that one right now. Because the thing is, no matter where I'm at, wherever my tag team champion, I show up and I show out in a fight. Landfill, what's up with these bums?
Bosalini, I'll tell you about them. I'll tell all of Revolution about them. I'll tell the entire promo universe about them. Because this is what it is. They know when the boss and when the hungry man come together, united, join forces as the Proving Ground, together, unstoppable. They know when we come together, they got to walk out of their comfort zone of what they know. They got to come out of the carnival lights and walk across the Proving Ground here in Revolution. They know that once we successfully defend our Revolution Tag Team Championships tonight, that we can walk right over to the VOH. Over to their home, where they're champions, and we can just take that from them, and we can become the undisputed tag team of the promo world. That is what they're afraid of, and that's what they know can happen. So they're going to come on the defensive every time they come on screen. We've seen that in their hypes, how they've trashed us every time they can. They know this, and that's what we're going to give them tonight. We're going to give them pure D hell. They're going to bring everything they can onto the screens. They're going to pull out every trick out of their sleeves, out of that hat. They're going to pull out every edit and every light, every glim, every glamour. They're going to pull it all out. They're going to pull out all the stops tonight because they know they have to. And they need to. So, Bosalini, this is fun for me. I know it's fun for you because we do what we do best. We show up and we show out every damn time.
Oh, Landfill, you are so right. And it's just very bad that today, here at Paradise Lost, the Sideshow Freaks will come to realize that it's not Paradise Lost. It's the Carnival Lost. And it's been brought to you exclusively by the Proving Grounds. And what else can I tell you? It ain't nothing but revolutionary.
Oh, well, ladies and gentlemen, what a great main event that was. Both teams killed it. But as they say, the fat lady has to sing eventually, and she has sung. Your winners, and still the Revolution Tag Team Champions, the Proving Ground. Excellent showing, guys. That was a fire-ass match from start to finish. But being a CEO, my mind is always working. And while that match was going on, our current tag team champions, one half of them anyway, said something that sparked my interest. It got my wheels moving. He said that this should have been booked as the Revolution Tag Team Champions versus the VOH Tag Team Champions. Well, from one CEO and owner to another owner, and no, I have not talked to him privately about this in a message, I will go ahead and issue the challenge. How about it February the 7th at the very first Zero Dark Tuesdays, we put the Revolution Tag Team Championships on the line versus the VOH Tag Team Championships on the line in a winner-take-all match. That's my message to you, Mr. Chris Nichols, and I hope that people make sure that you get it. Thank you, everyone, for being revolutionary.